bitches is lit, we trapping for racks. Pretty little bitch, got ass in the bag. Look but don't touch, cause daddy got that. We got that pack, so we get the sack.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking in with your girl, She Know It. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share my channel to get all the tea and current issues, social drama, stuff going on in the entertainment world, etc. Anyhow, in today's story, we're going to be talking about Mr. R.Kelly. As y'all know, there's been lots of controversy surrounding the stuff that he's been doing over several years. As of recent, he was just sentenced to over 25 years in prison, which is basically a life sentence for Mr. R.Kelly because he's a 55-year-old man. There's lots of controversy surrounding this issue, whether or not that's too crucial of a punishment for the stuff that he's done. You know, some people are saying that that's too long for him to have to spend in prison for that. Some people are saying it's not enough time for him to spend in prison, etc. So on top of all the charges he's already built up and things he's been convicted for, they've decided to bring back up his sex tapes from 2002 entitled Sex Slaves, where two women were raped basically on tape. They threw him out back then. They brought him back. Apparently back then he paid them $2 million not to testify in that case. Brought him back up and they're trying to pin it on him. So he's currently being held in a Chicago jail pending trial for those things as well, on top of everything. So I'm having a feeling he's going to have a lot more time added to him on top of his 25. So the survivors of R. Kelly recently at his sentencing all held hands at the U.S. District Court as they read his sentence. You know, that's like a really powerful thing that they did. You know, they all stood around together and held hands because that's how passionate they were about his conviction. Them were some real powerful moves that they did. It was a bold statement, you know, to show their pain, you know, and show us how important it was for them. As R. Kelly fought in court, you know, the defense claimed that R. Kelly himself was repeatedly sexually abused by family members as well as a landlord as a child. And they're basically saying that in turn that messed up his mental health and caused him to batter women and do all of the things that he's being charged for. So, like, really it's surprising to me that this is all even being addressed so late in life because R. Kelly been had these issues. Back when he was 29, he was alleged to have gotten Aaliyah pregnant, who at the time was only 15 years old. He then attempted to get her parents to sign legal documents to agree to them getting married, you know, because she was with child. She did not successfully carry on that pregnancy. She had a miscarriage. So with that being added, there's been celebrities that have spoken out about the issues going on with R. Kelly, the charges, etc. We got the Brat that just spoke out about the issue. And this is what I really want to talk about for a minute is her comments, you know, regarding the issue. So she basically was saying that R. Kelly is a friend of hers. You know, she's trying to support him, but at the same time, she feels like he is wrong, you know, but she made a few comments where she said, like, at the same time, where were the parents? You know, and she said, where is your 14-year-old child? Now, for me, this comment coming from the Brat was really insensitive because the thing is the parents could be anywhere. You're talking about some of this time, the inner cities of Chicago, those parents work. Like if a parent has a 12-hour shift, she's potentially gone for the whole entire day, catching that train to and from work, the commute to work, and then working those hours. I mean, Single parents out here are busting their ass. They can't watch kids 24 hours a day. Like, did you forget what it was like to grow up in a hood? Or maybe you grew up with two parents and someone was able to keep eyes on you all the time. Not only that, maybe some of these kids' parents are on drugs. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the mental capacity to care for the kid that they created because of their own mental illness and trauma that they've endured. Because, it is a pattern. These are patterns of mental illness and trauma that the Black community deal with. So there's numerous reasons why, the parents might have not have been there for some of these young 14-year-old girls. But the thing that you have to realize, that everybody has to realize, is it's not the 14-year-old girls that are the problem, 15, 16, whatever. What you need to realize is the woman's brain is not fully developed until she is 21 years old, sometimes a little later. So therefore, these girls were making decisions on an immature brain. They were doing things that they thought they were supposed to be doing. They thought they were supposed to be being grown women because of lack of being raised correctly, whatever you may call it. They weren't making right decisions because they didn't have the mental capacity to make those decisions. R.Kelly, however, is a grown-up making incorrect decisions because of his mental illness. So he's the one causing the issue. Yeah, he's the one causing the issue. And creating issues now in these young girls. So in the future, now they may have problems. So yeah, that's just my little piece on the Brat's whole comment. Moving on, also, Erykah Badu just recently spoke out too in an interview and had some things to say about R.Kelly, and people weren't too happy about the stuff she had to say. So basically she said, I hope he sees the light. She said that she hopes that he sees the light of day if he's done things that they're saying he's done, that he's accused of. I hope he sees the light and comes forward. Erykah Badu also said, but y'all say fuck it. That's not love. That's not unconditional love. What if one of R. Kelly's victims grows up and they become like R. Kelly? He's creating mentally challenged individuals. The same way he became the way he is, his defenses, he in turn is doing that to other people. So essentially, no matter what, the bottom line is he's guilty. That's why he was convicted. Okay? So yeah, I really don't see what all the hype is about people worrying about how long he's in prison and whatnot. If you're not personally affected by the issues surrounding what he did, I don't see what your rationale is for wanting him to have lesser time. He's not giving us new music. There's absolutely, essentially no reason for y'all to be trying to get him free. On the other hand, the people that are suffering from the acts that he committed, I see why they want him to have more time. I see why they want him to pay for this. And I just understand it on a different level because this is something that I personally dealt with as a child. Myself becoming pregnant by somebody almost 30 when I was 15 years old. There's a lot of stuff I would have rather been doing at 15 than having sexual intercourse with a grown man. I had proms to go to. I was playing sports. There's a lot of stuff that I was doing when I was around that age frame that my family did not back because they were selfish and doing their own thing. So, and not even all selfish. Like my mom also was one of those moms that worked. She was single some of the time and worked all the time. She didn't have eyes on me. My dad was out of town. So at 15, it's not that I wanted to just go out and have sex with people. It's that I wanted to figure out how to be an adult woman. And those are the things that adult women are doing. I thought that because my struggle was so hard that that's what I was supposed to do was grow up and be a woman, work like my mom. That includes relationships. Men help the equation. There's a lot of things I'm probably thinking at 15 other than what I should be. And that's my education. That's finishing school, going to prom, playing sports, being with my friends, sneaking out of the house to do fun things like go to the movies. Like all that little innocent stuff, I missed out on it. Because I matured too early, because I had to. Now that 20-some-year-old man, though, that impregnated me, left a lifetime of trauma. He mentally manipulated me. He physically abused me because I'm young-minded at that time. These men know what they're doing to these girls. It's something that's been happening a really long time. Okay, so yeah, there's that, and a little piece that I wanted to share. But yeah, you guys like, comment, subscribe. Please comment and talk about how y'all feel about this situation, because I love seeing the perspectives and point of views from all the different people across the world. But at the end of the day, what we need to remember is this is a pandemic of mental illness. It's an attack on the Black community, and the victims are everybody involved, including R.Kelly. He originally was a victim, but right now he needs to pay for his actions. We can't let him just create more problems, more people that are injured mentally. So, yeah. That's all I got for today. I'm going to stay posted with new topics, try to find all the most interesting things going on in the world, give us something to talk about. So y'all have a blessed week, and I'll talk to you later.